was a peaceful day when officers Michael and Edward were cruising through a quiet neighborhood. The sun was shining and everything seemed calm. But as they drove down an empty street, something caught their eye. An elderly woman was slowly making her way toward them. She was limping, struggling with every step as if the world itself was pushing against her. At first, the officers just watched, surprised by how slow she was moving. But then, unable to stop themselves, they started to mock her. "Look at her walk, like she's carrying a mountain on her back," Edward joked, laughing. Michael chuckled along, finding it funny. But the woman, hearing the mockery, stopped. She looked at them, confused, not understanding why they were laughing. She felt humiliated but tried to stay calm and asked, "Why are you laughing at me? What did I do wrong?" Instead of an apology, the officers just laughed harder. They kept mocking her, ignoring her cries for respect. The woman stood there, feeling smaller and smaller with each passing moment. Her heart was heavy, but she wasn't going to give up. "Why are you doing this? I haven't done anything wrong," she exclaimed, her voice full of frustration. Her words only made Michael and Edward laugh more, but the woman, now desperate, threatened, "I will report you to your boss. You can't treat me like this." Instead of showing any understanding, Michael smirked and told her to move along. He laughed again, clearly enjoying her discomfort. But the woman wasn't done. "I'm just an old woman, but I have rights," she said, her voice stronger now, filled with dignity. That's when the officer's attitude turned even worse. Michael mocked her again and even threatened to arrest her for harassment. But the woman stood her ground, refusing to back down even though she was shaking inside. Frustrated, Michael and Edward decided to arrest her. They dragged her to the police station, ignoring her protests. She was just an old woman. How could they treat her this way? When they arrived at the station, the captain looked up at the woman and froze. His face turned pale. This wasn't just any woman, it was his mother. Shock, guilt, and horror spread across the captain's face as he realized what had happened. His own officers had mocked and arrested his mother without even knowing who she was. The story didn't end well for Michael and Edward. They were fired immediately, their careers destroyed in an instant. They would never forget the lesson they learned that day. That respect is something everyone deserves, no matter their age or appearance. As for the woman, she walked away with her head held high, a reminder to all of us about the power of dignity and standing up for what's right. What an incredible story, right? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to My Tears. We've got many more moving stories coming your way.